Hey there, happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining me for a craft night with friends. My name is Alyssa from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for beginners. And I'm here every weeknight, Monday through Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's a time that we can relax and craft together. So this is day 2 of our raccoon embroidery. So we got a little start on that yesterday, and we're gonna work on that outline tonight. And I think maybe we'll get to the rings of the tail. We might do those in some fun colors. We got some decisions to make as far as that goes, for sure. So, all right, let's get stitching. Okay, hello everyone. Thanks for stopping on by again. So here's where we got yesterday with this fella. We got his eyes done, the mask and the eyes, and we're starting basically on the outline. We got a little bit. Oh, we got our thread all ready from yesterday, so we can just start stitching. I'd like to get around this whole outline first, and I think I kind of want to get a few of the little details done, like his nose and the claws and like his little back hairs there before focusing on the rings, just because that's a whole project in itself, I think, and I wanna be fresh for that. So let's let's, um, let's get this outline done and those other little details and then see where we're at today. For sure, let's decide what we're doing over there, and we actually might get time to work on that too, I think. I don't think this will take the whole time just doing this outline. So thanks again for joining. This is our ABC quilt that we're working on. We are going to be hopefully finishing it, the entire quilt, like early summer 2023, and then we'll be having an auction for the quilt, and then the money for that auction will be going to the Minneapolis Crisis Nursery. Uh, so this is our little basically our charity quilt for this year. And we're already on letter R for stitching, which is crazy. I mean, like, I feel like that's really far, but it's also maybe not so crazy. It's just making me realize, dang, we are really far into this year already. It's not happy spring, summer anymore. It's getting chillier. This is our last, basically, nice day for a while. We ate lunch outside, and I think it's gonna be that's gonna be that. Ugh. It smelled like fall. It was just such a beautiful fall day, but, like, warmer again, like, the high was 80 today, and, ugh, just exciting, but now it's gonna be, like, in the lows are gonna be, like, mid-30s and stuff, like, for the rest of the week, so we're losing, like, 30 degrees between it today and tomorrow, basically. That time of year again. So, whatever. I guess that's the deal. Gonna just be cold again. Boo! At least this, where I'm doing my live here in our little mini dining room, or dining room, which is mini. Should say it that way. It's probably the one of the warmest spots in the house, though, in winter, because it's the first place that the vents from the furnace go, so my feet will be a little toasty at least. Soon, once we get that all on. I think we did have the heat on, like, once, but we probably didn't need to. I'm definitely gonna have to get more of this dark gray because we're gonna be through this pretty quickly. Probably need 2 full things again. Dang, we were doing Jenna was here today and we were doing some cross stitch math. Some cross stitch math over lunch. She's starting a new cross stitch soon, and it has the instructions have like the amount of floss to get for it. And so it's stitching with 2 strands, and she needed like a whole skein for this. And we're like, and she was showing me like how much of it was, part of that. Like it really wasn't a lot of stitches. I mean, technically it probably was, but like it didn't look or feel like a ton. Like it didn't look like, dang, that's a whole skein's worth of floss. That's crazy. So we did some math. It was just like silly math though, because we're like, okay, a cross stitch on 14.8, okay, you gotta cross this way, then you gotta go down, eventually you gotta cross back the other way and go down, so like, that's maybe 5 millimeters worth of floss. So we were taking, like her program would say how many stitches, so it's like 376 stitches or whatever. Okay, so we're like 370 stitches, times 5 millimeters, and divide that by 100, so we have meters, and then how many meters is that? And there's 8 meters approximately in a typical skein of like DMC floss, and sure enough, it ended up being that much, and we were like, dang, that cross stitch sucks up the floss. But we were proud of our little cross stitch math. We actually had more skein left over than the math on the chart. So I'm thinking they used like 6 millimeters for one 14 count stitch. Oh, and then we had to divide it by 3 too, because that was just a measurement for 2 strands of the 6-strand embroidery floss. So we had to divide it by 3 because you can get 2 strands in one skein. Well, I was impressed at how close we got, like our reasoning. Like, about 5 millimeters per cross. We thought about like, dang, that's a lot, but it's kind of like satin stitch though, where you're covering, it's like full coverage on the front and almost full coverage on the back. And satin stitch uses up lots of floss, so that made it like, yeah, I guess. Using up that thread. All right, a few more stitches here. I kind of still like the idea of doing chain stitches for these rings. In the original, it's satin stitch, but we did so much satin stitch last week with the quail, the letter Q, and I had fun like doing this chain stitch here yesterday. So I'm like, I want to do more. Like I think 2 rows of chain stitch would fill in this space. Maybe 3 or 4 though for some of these bigger rings. I don't know. But someone mentioned yesterday possibly doing a rainbow tail. And there's like seven rings here, so that would work perfect for. Wait, that's how many? Like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Yeah. So we'd get like, we could do like a whole rainbow. And we did like a bright rainbow for the owl. We could do like a pastel-y rainbow for the tail. I think we figured out like another rainbow like that, but went with the brights. We'll have to see what we have left in our little floss skeins, because I'm trying to still use up the skeins that I have before getting fresh ones. We'll see how that goes. If we get anywhere with that. And I definitely don't know what to do with the R's yet. This week, though, if we have time at the end of the week, it'd be nice to get some of these quilted, some of the latest letters. I think this will be like the 4th unquilted one now. We could also just, instead of quilting more, just let that be for now and work on the quilt as you go process for what we've done so far. We can do some hand stitching on those little back binding pieces. That'd be another option. All that's just if we get done with this before Friday though. All right, I need more floss. I went with this gray instead of the blue that it was originally at because I'm just trying to use up what I have here. So a lot less on that bobbin than when we started. One. There we go. This weather shifting though, it's making me like congested and tired and I don't know. Feel like those allergies are hitting me hard this year. That's no fun. Okay, weaving in the end here and we'll continue. Continue along the line. Funny, usually I like doing the outline right away because it makes me feel like I got a lot done, but yesterday I'm like, nope, getting those eyes done, that's what's gonna feel like I got a lot done. Need those quick wins. That's what I like about embroidery in general. It's a quick win craft, especially if you compare it to like knitting on a big project or cross stitch or any of that. Oops, got a little loopy deal happening here. Oh, I'm like, it just caught itself going into the other side, that's all. I have that waist fabric for cross stitch that I've never used before, like where you cross stitch onto, you use the waist fabric and you put that onto another piece of fabric and then cross stitch um, you cross stitch through both fabrics and then you can pull the waist fabric away, which seems like a cool idea. And I want to like do a cross stitch onto this like jean shirt that I've been putting tons of stuff on, like, oh, I just got holes everywhere, but I got like, you know, embroidery and stuff, and I wanted to add some cross stitch. But my one thing that's keeping me right now from doing that is, oh, well, first of all, I need a cute design to do that. But it's gonna take forever. Like cross stitch takes so long, like absurdly longer than what you think it takes. At least for me, what I think it should take. It takes so much longer. I don't want, like, I want to wear this shirt still, especially now that it's getting chilly. So I don't want to like walk around with this shirt with a giant piece of like waist fabric hanging from it. I wouldn't be able to wash it. I mean, I could, but like it would just kind of wreck it. So that's what's holding me back from that a little bit right now. Oh, Linda is asking, how much summer weather does your state experience? So I'm in Minnesota, and I mean, we get full on, we can get 100-degree weather. We don't get it very much consecutively or like a lot, but we get like 80 to 100 in summer, and it's humid. It's a humid humid, warm weather, and then we get like super duper cold. So we get hot summer weather. It just doesn't last all year, and we basically get extremes. I feel like here we get like the super extreme cold. Like we can get like -30 sometimes. -30 like consecutively is probably about the same as getting like 100 consecutively. Like it's just maybe like a day or two, like per season, sort of. Um, but yeah, and now it's just jumping around all over the place. Now that it's fall. I feel like summer came quick this year. Was that this year? Yeah, I feel like everyone's gardens just kind of blew up all of a sudden because we all of a sudden had like hot weather. But the same thing happened with fall. Like it was warm, 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 and then all of a sudden we had a blast of cold, and then like all the leaves changed like within like 2 days. Like all the leaves were just all pretty. And I think last weekend or this past weekend had to be like peak. Like right now, it's peak. It's probably. I mean, it was really breezy today, so I bet you a lot of the leaves flew off. But the past few days have just been so beautiful. As far as leaf colors, tree colors. It smells like fall, but all those leaves I think are making me a little allergy-ish. Oh, Anne says R is for Rainbow Raccoon. Yeah. I think just like a little pop of color in his tail would be kind of fun. Especially if we are like doing such like kind of dim colors everywhere else. Maybe do like a bright nose to like mimic whatever we do on the tail. Kind of tempted to just do this gray and the toes gray, like the same color, even though it's a different color in the design. But I'm wondering if that'll like put more focus on the tail and like the nose if we match that. Or maybe I just do like a little lighter gray. Maybe I do that. Then it'll be different. So it'll add like some depth to it a little bit. And then but it's not gonna like pull attention away from actual color because you know grays and blacks are like kind of the void of color, and then we'll be adding the color to his little nose and tail. Okay, I'm liking that idea. But yeah, so I'll use the lighter gray for the back hairs and the toes, and I'll do that next. And then after that, uh, let's choose the colors for the tail, and then we can decide which one will be the nose. And I think I'll do the nose first, just to get the rest of this guy out of the way, and then we can focus on the tail. I think we'll probably have time to do a little bit of that tonight. Well, I don't know. I still kind of this back stitch is taking a while, and if I do all those other details, but I at least want to choose the colors. And after that, I don't know. I think we could probably finish the tail in a day. Tomorrow, if we don't start it today, and then we got that letter R yet. That's too far away to think about. We'll figure him out later. Figure him out tomorrow while we're stitching the tail. This will be just sweet and cute enough with this little rainbow tail. I like that idea. Well, a couple little rainbow animals in this project. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like hand quilting this guy. I do want to do another hand quilted design. So maybe we'll think about that. Got all those little toes here. Gotta see another cute photo of Lincoln, my new nephew today again. It's crazy to think that I don't think he's even 2 weeks old yet. That baby wasn't here 2 weeks ago. That's crazy. Or maybe it's just 2 weeks today. No, I don't think we're there yet. Crazy. Hey, Cassie. All right, we got his little toes done. And we're gonna be out of floss again soon. It'd be awesome if we were out of floss right at the top there, because then we can start fresh down here without like backtracking. That would be a lovely situation. Might just force that to happen anyway, unless I have a ton left. How are the parents? Sylvia's asking. I think they're doing well. They didn't seem, I don't know. I think they're doing well. I think they're doing as expected. They seem pretty relaxed and chill about it, but you know, it's a lot of weird sleeping and stuff. And Justin, my brother, said he was doing like, I don't know, how did he call it? Like time warp sleeping. Like he'd close his eyes and then like Mel would wake him up and be like, it's time to do the feeding stuff again. So like they're feeding every 3 hours and they have like a whole process. So like he's just like, I literally closed my eyes and time warped. Time warped 3 hours later, like in a blink. And so yeah, I think they're tired. But I think they're doing great too. All right, I think I am gonna just weave in there. Because you know, if I go down here, I'll get like maybe 3 more stitches and like whatever. Let's just weave in and start fresh. Yep, exactly, Sylvia. It's just the beginning. Working out all the tricks is what it sounds like they're doing. All right, I think, yep, I do. I have another piece of gray. This is the other half of it. Got it all ready to go here. Oops. Oh, and my mom already, she, it's so cute. She, so the granny square is our embroidery of the month, and we'll be stitching this next week. But my mom already stitched hers up, and so she did not wait for us to stitch it. She stitched it up herself, and then she put the word Lincoln underneath, and she's like, yeah, that feels like a good thing to give them from the granny, is the granny square. Granny square embroidery with his name on, so I thought that was really cute. Oh, you fed theirs when they woke up? Oh, never woke them to feed. Yeah, I don't know. They're staying on that schedule for now. Just with them, with just like, I don't know. I think that adjusts really soon though. That schedule. And yeah, I think they like worked out a system too. Like, oh well, like he cries when he gets changed. He doesn't like getting changed. So now they feed him first. Like sometimes a little like, yeah, I don't know. They feed him first because then he's all like drunk, and then they quick change him, and he'll cry for like 2 seconds, but then forget while he's crying or whatever. Or that's the idea. So I think they worked that trick out. But yeah, they'll probably get to that soon. Maybe, I don't know, where they can just like see when he wants it and then feed. Alright, his little belly's almost done. Ooh, Sylvia says my oldest just bought his first house. That's awesome. That's impressive feat these days for sure. We would definitely not have been able to buy this house that we're living in today's market, which is just crazy to think about. Oh man, I'm getting hungry again. I have to see what we got in the fridge here. We had some soup, just like from the grocery store, like like deli soup, in the fridge. And it's been there a little while, and we had that for dinner, and that was so yummy. I'm gonna have to like make some soup over the weekend. We need to do like the whole refrigerator reset this weekend, like buy all the things and prep and all that. But it'd be awesome to like, I don't know, we have like a whole chicken we could cook and then make some chicken stock and some chicken soup. Like for real, chicken soup would be so yummy, especially since it's gonna get like super chilly starting tomorrow. Time to make all of the soups and like only eat soup. I'm ready for it. Give me all that soup. Ooh, Sylvie says my favorite is chicken stew. That sounds freaking delicious. Ugh, that sounds really, really good. Yeah, we're out of that soup. I would have definitely had another bowl right now. Bow. Yum. Yeah, I'm making soup. I don't even know. I don't ever even make any specific soup like that. We should, because John made some chicken. I guess it was kind of like a stew. It was like a cream of chicken soup, but it wasn't like that creamy. I mean, I guess it kind of was creamy, but it wasn't like, you go get a cream of mushroom soup or whatever from a restaurant or whatever. It was, oh, this is my last stitch here already. Sheesh. Um, it had like all these vegetables in and stuff. And so he had an actual recipe and he was like gung ho on making this chicken creamy veggie whatever soup. And dang was it delicious. Usually I'm just like making refrigerator soup, like, okay, what do we got in the fridge? What veggies are left here? Okay, let's just I made some, soup stock out of leftover cut vegetable bottoms and stuff. We'll use that stock and we'll make a whatever is in the fridge soup. And I don't think it's never been as good as what John made this like actual chicken soup thing with the recipe. So maybe we'll make it like for real, like with intention, because that was freaking delicious. But yeah, I'm like itching for soup again here. Give it to me. All right, I am just gonna peek through here, see if we have any light gray. This looks light grayish. It's sometimes hard to tell in the light. I feel like that's not a lot. Oh, but that might be enough for down here. What else do we got? Ooh, that's a nice long piece. Okay, I'm gonna use this piece for the little furry furs on top, and I think we'll try and use this smaller piece to get here. And I think I might just jump, like, do these three and then like hop over here. Normally I wouldn't like jump across something like that, but meh, just do it. Oh, Vicky Lynn is saying I like the magnet for your needle. A good idea. Yeah, I am. I haven't used. It's a needle minder. I haven't used those a lot in the past, but I am really liking it. Like I just liked being able to like almost without looking be able to throw my needle at it, and I know because usually I just set it on my table, like set it on the table like next to me, and I always get freaked out of like, oh my god, where'd my needle go? So the only time I freak out, where did the needle go, is when I like forgot that I put it on the back magnet. So that's the only time. But yeah, I really liking using it. These are ones with my logo on. But yeah, I still want to get some more made. Definitely come in handy. That's a whole world. People like collect those and have like tons of needle minders and stuff. I'm gonna do each of these in like 2 stitches because they're kind of curved. Maybe this one, these look pretty straight. So these I might just do all 1 stitch, but these guys have a little bit of curve in. So I'm going to do them in 2 stitches instead of 1. But yeah, I think I'm a needle minder convert for sure. And especially like leaving the piece like overnight, just sitting here and whatever. It's nice having the needle sitting on the magnet for sure. Oh dang, Kathy says it's still in the 80s and 90s here in Southwest or Southeast Texas. You don't like cold weather. Yeah, I don't like cold weather either. Yet here I am, I guess. But I don't know. That's a lot of hot too. Give me some nice mid-70s and keep it there for a little. That'd be good. Even some low 70s and keep it around there. Or high 70s. Give me them 70s. That's fine. That's enough variation, right? Like California weather or something. All right. 3 little toes. There. I think this is a good idea. I'm like keeping it with the grays here. Instead of making the toes a color and the back hairs a color, because that'll just make the color that we do have that we put in the tail and his nose like pop even more. So I think this is a decent move. So getting all these little details done and out of the way, so we're not annoyed to do them later, basically. And yeah, then we'll pick the colors for the tail. Maybe I'll still keep that tiny little piece. Okay. All right, I got this little scrap. Yeah, is this 3 strands? Yeah, we're good. All right, so I'm gonna weave in the back here, backs of the stitches, and we'll get all these little seed stitches, or just like little single straight stitches. And then we'll have he'll be done except for the tail and the nose, which we're like putting emphasis on, and we gotta make decisions on that yet. But all the non-deciding things stuff will be done, except for the letters. I'm not even thinking about those yet. We'll figure that out later. I'm gonna weave in his back right up here. Ooh, geez, can't grab on the dang needle. Okay, we are all set, and I am towards the top. So let's start up here. So a couple little hairs. You could like fill in his whole body with little hairs like this. That would be kind of cute, but we're just doing this little teeny bit up top. Ooh, and just letting everyone know again that we're doing our live special. So order $20 or more from the shop, and I will throw in a free mystery gift for you. You don't have to put it in your cart or anything. We'll just look at the timestamp on the order, and if it's during the live or about 15 minutes after, we'll plop one in. We've been going through those mystery gifts like like crazy. So we're gonna have to make a whole pile more of them on Thursday, I think, or maybe even sooner. But they're fun to put together. So hope you guys have been liking those. We definitely appreciate it. We are still getting through making all of our kits with the new fabric in. So we just converted all of our embroidery kits, all the new ones, the boxed ones, converted. So basically everything not in the clearance section. Converting it all to that white fabric, and I think it's looking really nice. So embroidery of the month, if you got that, which is that heart, the granny square heart. You've opened that up already. Let me know how you like that new white fabric. Dang, Sylvie, I just read the words like chicken stew again, and now I'm just like, dang, I want some chicken stew. That'd be so freaking delicious. I'm a little hungrier than I thought. Maybe that big lunch and smaller dinner wasn't it for me. I need a little bit more dinner now, I guess. Maybe I just haven't had soup in a while and want more. Just make a pile of like backup soup in the freezer. Ooh, maybe I already did do that. Maybe there's magic soup sitting in the freezer. I don't think there is, but like it'd be cool if I thought about it before and it's there. But we usually go through soup faster than that, so I doubt there's any hiding in there. All right, you guys, that's that, except for what we're gonna do for the tail and the nose. So I think we got plenty of time yet here. Let's check out. So here's our little cloud of scraps, and then here's our skeins that we still have left. I'm working through. So whenever there's like a blank skein here, we've gone through that color on this whole project, and I can get more colors. Like this is kind of backup colors of ones that are gone or almost gone. But I've been trying to go through what we got here. So you know what? I might just like pull all these out. Let's just dump these. And scooch all this up here. Oh, I forgot I have my him up there so I don't lose it. My needle threader in there. Let's just kind of see what we have, and like I like that idea of like that paler rainbow. Like we had that bright rainbow, but like if we go with these slightly lighter, like less bright, like this would be like the duller version of this in my realm of thinking. Yeah, like a paler green. Ooh, this is it for green. We've used up the other two greens. I mean, there is some hiding in here, but probably not enough for doing chain stitch on here. But we can always get more. Like I said, I'm not committed to totally like not using any other floss, but okay, this is kind of weird next to each other. Like, is this going to represent my red, I suppose? I don't know, but I got this pink too. And it doesn't have to be a perfect rainbow. We can just kind of blend colors. So let's just red, orange, yellow, green. I don't know, the yellow is so bright. I don't know if I want to stick that in there. I kind of want to like go without it. Like these are just like pretty next to each other. I do like that. So maybe it's not gonna be a perfect rainbow. Maybe it'll just be like the pretty colors that suggest rainbow. Green, blue. We got this blue. That's not that bad. It's not my lightest blue, which would be this, but I kind of like it. It's kind of like this dull. I like it. Let's go with it. How many did I say? There's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue and purple. Huh. Maybe we do need this gray. Or, here's another really kind of pale color, but he doesn't really fit. Let's look. What does it look like if we stick a yellow in the middle here? It's kind of bright. Maybe it's okay. This is like red. Well, yeah, again, we didn't really do it like a real rainbow. What would it be? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Do I have too many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Oh, there's only 6. In my head there was 7 in a rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. That's still 6. Okay. Well, I think this is looking all right. This yellow just feels so bright to me, but it makes it feel rainbowy too. Okay, I like it. It's like a pale rainbow. I'm just gonna go with it. Let's just do it. All right, let's scooch all these others out of the way. Gosh, this is it for color. It's crazy that we've been getting like whole embroideries out of just like what we got sitting here left. It's kind of fun. I do think I'm probably gonna need some black again soon though, especially since we use those for eyes and other things. Okay, let's just set these all here. Just gonna keep them in order right next to me. Roy G. Biv. Wait, that's 7. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Oh, like indigo and violet. Yeah. Blue, indigo, violet. I don't really have an in-between between my blue and the purple. Yeah, Roy G. Biv. In my head, it's like, what is that song? Like, here are the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. That's how it is in my head. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Yeah, so I guess that indigo just stuck in there. Yep, I don't think I have a good representation of that color, so we're gonna go with this right here. Okay. How should we approach this? And you know, I'm actually gonna pull these colors from here first if I can. 1, 2, maybe I should double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm scrambling my brain a little bit here. 1, wait, yeah, the first ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I only have 6 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I only have 6 here. All right, you know what? I'm getting rid of this yellow, the one that I wasn't feeling. Although now maybe I like it. Boo! Now I think I maybe like it. Let's stick you back and maybe take off one of these guys. Oh, that maybe feels more rainbowy. That is kind of like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Yeah, I like this guy. Should we go like that? I swear I counted 7 here before though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess there's only 6. Fine, whatever. Let's do it. Okay, this is our new rainbow. All right, let's I think I'm gonna just start at the bottom. So that's that purple, that light purple. Let's see. There's some hiding here, but it looks like a big old mess, like something I'm not gonna want to deal with. Yeah, big old mess. Anything else in here? Nah. Okay. What is going on? Why are you crazy messy? And they're pretty short too. Oh, and one like really long piece. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Let's separate those. Let's see if these are the same length. I'm not going to use this, but I'm going to just try and have it live together a little bit better in my messy pile. Okay, yeah, I think these were meant to be together, so I'm going to actually just like give a little twist to it, and hopefully it stays together a little bit better in my stack. And you are not going to help me right now, big long piece. So we are getting fresh, which is fine. There's a bunch on here yet, which is great. So I'm just gonna get a normal size piece because I think we got it on here, and it'll just go in my scrap pile, and we'll use it for some other dude. Ooh, I already like it. Like, look at this purple next to all this gray. I think it's nice. Oh, for the colors. Okay. So Robin, the colors, like the penguin fish names for it. So this is petal. So petal. This is your peach. This is bumblebee. This is celery, denim wash, and lilac season. So yeah, the orange is your peach. Peachy orange. Peachy pinky orange. Yeah, so this will be a different kind of rainbow than what we did for the owl, because we kind of, for the owl, this was like an option, but then we went with like the brighter rainbow. Okay, so I'm using 3 strands. So each one of these is gonna have at least 2 rows of chain stitch. I do like the idea of using chain stitch. So again, in the original design, this is not chain stitch. Oh, Cassie says I love your peach. That's like literally my favorite. That was actually one of our mascot colors for a while. Like we were working at a project where I did a ton like of one color embroidery, and it was all that color, and I had it on a big cone. Okay. Oh yeah, see, so it used to be, the original is satin stitch, but I've been having fun doing these chain stitches, so I'm gonna just do a couple rows of chain stitch in each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I guess it is only 6. Huh. I don't know why I was like, in my head I had that as 7, that we had 7 rings to deal with. All right. So let's think about this. So we could do like how I talked about the other day with um, just a normal chain stitch and then a reverse chain stitch. How like if I do like a normal chain stitch up and then a reverse chain stitch on the way back down, um, the like loops will be going in the same direction. And I think that might be kind of a fun thing to do right now. So I think that's how I'm going to treat it. Like whenever I go up, let's say I'm doing a normal chain stitch, and whenever I come down, maybe I do a reverse chain stitch. Let's give that a try. Let's see if that's the thing that will work for us. We'll leave this end in, and we're not going to finish this tonight. We'll probably get like this will be like our test. This purple here, and then we'll do the rest tomorrow. But I'm going to leave all this floss sitting out in order right here so I don't mess it up. All right, and I'm going to go right on, or maybe like just a hair to the inside of this line, since I think we'll be covering it up with the stitching. We'll probably end up on the line. Oh, how many stitches should I do here? Only really like 2. We'll see if we can get 3 in here. Actually, just like 2 is probably enough for this little spot. Just do 2. All right, I'm putting my little anchor stitch down. Hold it in place. Looking pretty cute. I think this might be. I think we might be doing 3. I think if I go here, there'll be like too much space in between. So, well, I'm gonna go on an assumption that I'm doing 3 rows here for this little one. So these bigger ones will probably use more, but these guys will probably be 3, maybe 4, probably 4. This guy's looking pretty fat, but like it might just be 4 too. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm gonna make that tiny anchor stitch. So now I'm gonna do reverse chain stitches. Get in this tiny anchor stitch. There we go. Tighten it up a little bit. There we go, and back into the same hole. I'm going forward stitches up, reverse stitches back down. Actually, it's easier to swoop through the stitch this direction. I'm not in the way of those other stitches. All right, and we'll get that last little row with 2 stitches. Push down a little. This is gonna be cute with all little chain stitches. Yeah, I love chain stitches. They're so fun. Although I suppose we'll be sick of chain stitches after next week. Next week it's doing the granny square. It'll be like all like lazy daisies and chain stitches. Like that'll be it for that. So maybe we'll be fatigued of these by then, but I don't know. I like them. Sylvia is asking, does it matter which way you swoop? It does not at all. So whether you swoop under the stitch from one direction or the other, it does not matter. I'm locking down this stitch. And there we go. Let's just shape that up a little bit. There, cute. Okay, so we got our first little ring going here. Cute. All right. I mean, we're done with this purple. I can throw them out. We should think about what we want to do for the nose. I'm kind of leaning towards the Euro Peach just because I really do like this color. So once we get to the Euro Peach color, maybe we'll hop back up to that nose. All right. And I think that's where we'll call it for the evening, like a hair early here. All right. We got lots of purple scraps now for another project, but look, just one tiny little bit of color is cute. Lisa's asking, am I using 2 strands? Nope, I am using 3. I just like the thickness of line. It gets me, although 2 strands is nice because then you can do like the loop method of starting and stuff. So it's really up to you if you wanted to use 2 or 3, but right now I am using 3. When I do satin stitch, a lot of times I use 2 because I can like split the stitch as I stitch it to get like the 2 strands laying right next to each other. But yeah, I like the slightly thicker line you get with the 3 strands. So that's kind of what I've been sticking to for this particular project. But all right, so I think we'll just kind of go up the row, the tail. I want to pull out the owl quick if I can find it. Oh yeah, he's right here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. So these are the. Oh, I guess we didn't even get a blue in here. These are the colors we went with for this guy, and they were all kind of like our brighter rainbowy colors. So this is gonna feel. I mean, probably can't tell a lot, like too much right here, but like we're gonna have just a slightly more subdued rainbow than the owl rainbow here. But yeah, all right, I like it. Turning out pretty cute. Sheila's asking, do I have a dark purple or indigo? I do have dark purple. But I thought we had 7 slots here, but there was only 6, so I ended up not really needing it. Yeah, I like what we got here. But awesome. So, all right, you guys. So thank you guys so much again for joining. Oh, Robin says, I can't believe you're on the R already. I know, where did the time go? Exactly. It's insane. Like, to me, like, the R is at the end of the alphabet. Like, what the heck? Like, crazy. So, and if you guys don't know what we're doing, we're going through the whole alphabet of letters, making an ABC quilt. We're going to be auctioning off the quilt, and then the money for that is going to be going to the Minneapolis Crisis Nursery here. And we're going in order, and we're on letter R, and we even have like a ton of it quilted already. It is crazy. We are like I was gonna say, we're really far on this project. It's just coming along really quick, but in reality, we're like freaking through this year already. It's just like crazy. Um, oh yeah, that's true. We could add a stripe. That's true. There's actually kind of room for another stripe on there if we did want to add another color to the tail. Anywho, so I will catch all of you tomorrow again at 8:30. I will leave our live special open for another 15 minutes or so. Again, that's $20. Spend $20 at penguinandfish.com, and I will throw in a free mystery gift. So yeah, that'll go for another 15 minutes or so. And I will see y'all tomorrow, and we will finish up. I think we can finish this, right? We'll finish up the tail tomorrow, the tail and the little nose, and then we will figure out what we're going to do for these letter R's. I'm not even putting my brain on that yet. It's awesome. Have a lovely, lovely evening, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Good night.